If you walk into a room and there's the special light there, you really don't need anything else. It's a statement piece. You can really take over the space. We are in Kingsland Avenue in a former morgue, and we're in the basement where they used to make the caskets. Now the space is shared by a lot of designers and artists, and we get to share the machines and share common knowledge, really. I make everything here in the studio with my own hands. While I was studying in Melbourne, I did have a chance to travel a little bit, and I went to Cambridge to do part of the study there. I started my PhD in genetics. I think genetics always interested me because there is a part of it where you're thinking maybe you can unlock how this all works. How do the pieces fit together? In genetics, I was working at the bench doing laboratory experiments, so it's the same thing, I think. It's a kind of very similar, you have to have a certain amount of precision and you have to have a certain amount of patience. I love to physically build a thing, and I think it's so important, and it's made me a much better designer because I now have to think about the process all the way through. Thinking about how I'm actually going to make it makes me design smarter. It will make me think twice about making certain decisions. I mean, the kind of menial work is sometimes interesting because you have time to meditate on what you're going to make next. And there's a certain period of time that you just have to sit there and work on it, and your mind can sort of be free to think about the next thing. I wear black every day because it's practical. It definitely evolved over time, and I think it now has become my signature. I've always loved wearing black. My brother bought me a summer workshop to learn how to paint neon. And I went there and I realized how fantastic neon is and how many possibilities there were. So I made the little neon table lamp. Neon's a gas. So the neon is, electrically charged, and then it emits light. It's very simple. If you don't break it, it will last forever. I love the challenge of neon, and I love the vibrancy of neon. I mean, the colors you can get are just so beautiful. It has some connotations that are maybe sleazy or retro, and I love taking it into this highly machined casings and make it seem really modern and clean, and take away those connotations and put it into a residential environment. Neon or something bright, we're all drawn to it like moths to a flame. And with neon especially, people seem to want to touch it. I think I'm going to live with neon for a while. I love designing a light. It's straddling that line between fine art and function. So it's this piece of art you get to live with.